Hello everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so what have I been watching this week? Let's find out in this latest episode of my weekly watch roundup. Let's get into it. Okay, so again, I'm going to split TV to film. I'm going to go to film first, and I'm going to go to TV second. So, yeah, if you only want to kick around for one part, then so be it. So, what was I doing for films? Yes. Okay, so this week I have watched what else? In no particular order. Okay, I watched Captain America. Yeah, I thought, do you know what? I fancy watching Captain America again. Captain America 1990. Yes, the older one. I've done a review for it because I've started it. It's first episode of a series basically. It's first episode of a series where I'm going to be looking at some of well, hopefully I'll get through them all. The films that came before what we've been spoilt with now, with what the DC are giving us and what the MCU are giving us before that. Yeah, so I'm starting off with some of these older ones. I don't know what episode 2 is going to be yet. I'll keep that as a surprise, but yeah, keep an eye out for that. They're not going to be weekly or anything like that. I'll just sort of drop them ad hoc when I get around to watching them. But yeah, so good stuff there. I do like the Captain America 1990 film. It's a bad film, I know that, but you'd have to watch my video. I go into it all in my video. I know it's a bad film, but I get an enjoyment out of it. But yeah. So next up, I did watch Avengers End Game. Yeah, I watched it over 2 nights. I was really tired. I was knackered, right? And I was just laying on the sofa, and my missus was like, "What do you want to watch?" I was like, "I really don't know. I just didn't feel like watching anything." And when I get into that sort of a feel, it's easier for me to put on a film that's quite easy watching, that I know quite well, because it's just almost background noise. But Endgame, I love Avengers End Game. It's probably my favourite Avengers film. Over Infinity War, because I think Endgame's just got more to it, more meat to the bone, so to speak. And the way it just rounds everything up, just fantastic. So yeah, I watched that over 2 nights. I watched a film called Surrounded, which is a shark film. Now, if you've been watching some of my videos, you know that I've had a few back and forth with the director of this particular film. It was on the back of another shark film I watched that I upset the director of that film because he wasn't too pleased with my review, and thus he left me some negative comments, which forced me to do a video where I sort of called him out on it, because he was a bit of a not a very nice fella, shall we say. So I watched this film called Surrounded. It's a shark film. I've yet to do a review of it. I am going to do a review of it because I told director of this I was going to watch it and I was going to review it. And I've got another film of his that I'm going to watch as well, where he's actually written and directed, but Surrounded, he's just a director. But yeah, so there's that. So The Adam Project. Yep, I watched The Adam Project. I've done a review for it. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I can't really say too much more on it than that. It was pretty forgettable, to be honest with you. It was enjoyable while I was watching it, but to be honest, I think that give it a couple more days and that film's just going to be out of my head completely. And the last film I watched was Memoirs of an Invisible Man. Now, the reason I watched this film is because it was a subscriber recommendation review, which is still yet to come up. Now I did review it yesterday. I went to edit it and I've deleted the video. Deleted the whole review. I'm gutted because, so I've got to do that again. So Joseph, sorry mate, I have watched it. I filmed a review and I deleted it, and I feel so stupid. So I will be doing that again, and by the time you're listening to this, it probably has been filmed. Just got to edit it together, so keep an eye out for that one. That is coming. So that's it for film. So let's step into TV territory. Okay, so as always, well, not as always when it's on, new episode of Family Guy. Now, I'm a big Family Guy fan. I do have them all down here. You can't see them on DVD up to season 18. Oh look, I'm missing 2 seasons I can get. 16, 17. Okay, that's good. They're going on my list. Sorry, I digress. Anyway, so Family Guy, yeah. So this episode, I weren't too interested in it because it's one of them episodes where Family Guy does a spin on another TV show or something like that, or 3 TV shows within it. And the problem with that is that I've never, it's usually stuff that I'm not aware of. Sometimes stuff that's big in America that I don't watch, this sort of thing. But they done Game of Thrones first off. That was their first portion. There was 3 different portions. And they nailed Game of Thrones. They just nailed it was... The Starbucks coffee cup was in it and everything, It was so funny. It was very, very good. Yeah, that first segment, I can't remember the second 2 segments, what TV shows they're from. I cannot tell you. Next up is the End Game. Yeah, the End Game with Morena Baccarin. I think this was episode 4, if I recall. I'm not sure. I want to see where it gets to as opposed to where it is. I'm intrigued to see what's to come as opposed to, because at the moment it's being 4th episode, you get that for, each episode's very much the same, and that's what TV shows do. They'll give you a familiarity over the first few episodes before opening up into a much larger world, just to draw audiences in. That's the nature of TV. Sometimes you get that for an entire season, and then you get to a bigger picture. This show, I'm hoping come next episode there's something bigger. It was hinted at towards the end of this particular episode. So there's that. I have reviewed that, if you're interested. Resident Alien reached its mid-season finale. It was, again, it felt like a cheaper episode. It felt like, because everyone was in it, the whole cast, but they were all just in this one location, in Harry the alien in his cabin celebrating his birthday. If you haven't seen the programme, this means nothing to you. Do you know what I mean? You're like, he doesn't look like an alien, he looks like human. He's an alien in human guise. They don't know that he's an alien. So celebrating his birthday while this little alien has hatched out of an egg and is scampering around and devouring like badgers and things like this. But it ends, obviously, again leading into something a bit bigger, where we come to find out that there is actually another alien race on Earth that are there to cause some trouble, or they're more lizard-like, as opposed to where Harry and his kind are more sort of octopussy-like, so to speak. Yeah, I said octopussy. Why did I say octopus? They're octopus-like. Octopussy, that's a flipping James Bond film. I don't know. I don't know where my mind's at with that one. Yeah, there we go. And then we've got the Star Treks. Yeah, now into the Star Trek. So Star Trek Discovery ended its season in... I don't know, I've been reading a lot of people loving it. A lot of people love it. This season of Star Trek Discovery has been bad. It's been abysmal. I've reviewed every episode of it, right? I made the commitment to... It's not very good. It's not good at all. It's the single most boring season I have seen. There's no antagonist, right? There's this anomaly in space that's this other alien race, and the whole season is them trying to figure out this anomaly until pretty much the last episode, and the alien race that it turns out to be, it's something like you've never seen before. You can't even make out what they are, really. They're like these giant flipping... I don't know what they are. It was just a poorly written season. It was boring. It was dragged out. Horrible, horrible writing. No consequences for anyone in the season. You know, you had people who committed treason and they were just like slapped on the wrist. You had this one geezer, you know, Book, who's one of the main characters, attempt to, you know, set off a bomb that, you know, that's an illegal type of weapon in the Star Trek universe. Attack ships and all this sort of thing, and he gets community service at the end. Essentially, just I don't know, just a horrible, horrible series. But anyway, that leads me to Picard. It's Picard season 1, 2, 3, I think. Yeah, season 3. Very good. Very, very good. They went back in time in this one to 2024. Really enjoyed it. You know, the first season of Picard bored the crap out of me. Had a wonderful first episode, really good. After that, it was just down here, hit rock bottom, and it didn't go nowhere, and the characters were unlikable and all this sort of thing. It still has its problems with some of the characters, but I think the characters are a lot better now than what they were. They feel... But again, there is that thing I was saying about consequences. That blonde-haired girl, Agatha, no, not Agatha, I can't remember her name. She murdered someone in the last season, and now she was on board a starship and like all forgiven. It's this sort of thing. That's bad writing. I'm knocking it, but I love it. Yeah, that's between that season and this season. I think they've made a lot of changes in this season because of what was bad in the last. But yeah, so there you go. That's that. But yeah, you know, that's it. That's all the stuff I've watched this week. Yeah, what have you been watching? What have you been up to? Let me know down below. Have you watched any of this stuff? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I'm going to get going, but before I do, remember to hit that subscribe button. Come over, support the channel, leave me a message. I do reply to all messages, hit the notification bell. You know what to do. Anyway, this is AJ. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.